Welcome everyone to the 2019 US Open quarterfinal stage. Samantha Salas, Nancy Enriquez. Enriquez, both of them wearing red TJ Bombas. So Enriquez on the left, Salas on the right. We'll see a difference in styles between these two.
That's a very good statement, Tim. Very different games here. Nancy Enriquez, very consistent, all-around good player. Nothing flashy, I would say, but just a good player, great player. Samantha Salas, I mean, tons of power, intensity, grit, and she's going to be diving all over the court. Nancy Enriquez has first serve. And she starts with a double fault.
Wow. It's the quarterfinals of the US Open. Clearly that was not the double fault intentional, but the drive serve for second serve intentional. I'm a little surprised by that. Ooh. A little surprised by a forehand skip by Salas.
Yes, she jumped. I mean, she was in the air when she hit that ball. She jumped out of her shoes.
Well, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. Thanks for sharing the stream and spreading racquetball around the world. This is quarterfinal number 3 of the day. Earlier we saw Montse Mejia win in a tiebreaker over Alexandra Herrera. And then Maria Jose Vargas overcame Natalia Mendez in 2 straight.
Yeah, so the winner of this match will play Maria Jose Vargas.
Both of these players will be in action in doubles later this evening.
Short serve by Salas.
Let's see where Salas stands for her lob serve. It looks like it's over to the right side, so a high lob Z coming up. Nicely done, Enriquez. Take another look at that. See, really stepping into that as she won it. Good shot.
All right, so this time she's going with the lob. Smart serve here. Number 1 to Salas, who has such a powerful forehand. But number 2, this is a tough court on that left side. Those 2 glass windows with a lot of people out there moving around, walking around, watching, and some cracks, crazy bounces. So smart serve from Enriquez.
We have mentioned that, and the players haven't used it as much as we thought they could.
Tough shot.
She will have to play clean, Enriquez. She grimaces as she turns to the back of the wall. Salas standing over on the right side. She can serve down the line or cross court or the Z, as you saw. Soft hands from Samantha Salas.
That right side was wide open, as you'll see in the replay. And Salas and Enriquez decided to still push down that left side.
And I wonder if it's because she knows what a weapon Salas has on that forehand side.
Yeah.
I want to take a look at earlier in this point. As Salas serves this, Enriquez allows the ball to come right through the middle, gets stuck deep in the right corner, and then is chasing the ball. If she just stepped up and took that, it's a confident shot. But had she done that, Salas is completely out of the picture, and I think she has a better opportunity. That's what I was talking about just a second ago. She stood, she went forward, she took it early, forced the error from Salas. Didn't allow it to come deep, further away from the front wall. Two bounces.
Interesting that Nancy Enriquez isn't asking for a screen or replay on that one. Ball came right back past Salas.
Enriquez and Salas have battled back and forth, and I think the most memorable one of recent times was in Kansas City back in June when they went back and forth throughout the whole match, and Salas eventually winning that one to get to the eventually the final where she lost to Longoria. But these two can definitely go back and forth. I think if Enriquez is going to have a chance, she needs good serving, and she needs to stay aggressive, just like that. If she tries to play defensive, going to the ceiling, around the worlds, those kinds of things, Salas will dictate the pace, and she's too good when her feet are set. There's a great example.
Serve. Well placed and well executed, nice and low, coming off that, again, that side glass wall that makes it tough.
She will need those free points. What I'd also like to see her do is hit that serve maybe 3 feet higher and jam it into this glass on the left side and jam Salas. Salas is a very tall player, big wingspan, so you want to try and get that into her body and not allow her to take that full swing and generate. Exactly. Three serving two. These two testing each other out once again. Change up from Salas. It's a good one. Creates the setup. And straight down the line. You can see Enriquez already talking to herself, not happy with herself. She knows that that return was loose.
Very difficult Z serve, barely came off the back wall. That one died in the front corner. This court has some crazy bounces, no question. We've seen it all day today, yesterday, and Wednesday.
A serve, perfect serve from Salas.
Well, yeah, she's asking for a screen serve on that one.
She won't get that.
Yeah,
I don't. It's right into the left corner.
Yes, that was a great serve by Salas.
another really good serve, and we'll see a timeout from Enriquez, surely. Yes, we do. Another point for Salas, in complete control right now, and just the body language of Enriquez is just it's kind of negative. She needs to kind of fight that off, be more positive, trust her shots, and get this return of serve in well. She's obviously having issues with it, just as you saw in that last one. And those little things make a difference in the scoreline. It's interesting as well, especially in our first match, we saw wild swings in scoring between games 1, 2, and 3.
That's right.
And so it's a reminder of look, I can get this back. I don't have to just assume that because I'm 7-2 down, it's going to be 15-4 by the end of it. I can get back in this. It shifts. Momentum shifts.
Yes, I've seen it too many times, especially on the pro level. And no player ever gives up.
Well, of course, coming up after this, Longoria and Rivera. That should be a fun match. Hope you stay with us for that. And of course, 2 doubles semifinals coming up this evening. So here we go, 7-2. Right now, it's all Samantha Salas.
A serve out of that crack again, that back corner. We talked about this yesterday. If I was in there, I'd be aiming for that first serve, going right back there to that left side.
Enriquez, you saw she kind of twitched on her left leg. She's got it heavily taped, should mention. It's red, so it's hard to see, but you'll keep an eye out as she's running. And it looked like she just kind of hesitated. But right now, it's all Samantha Salas.
So tough.
She's just putting on a clinic. That forehand side is just so powerful. Okay, side out. Focus on the serve, execute the serve, create the advantage in the rally, and then put it away. Let's see if she can do it. Serve was a little loose. Salas was able to strike the ball. What does Enriquez do on that third shot? Has to go to the ceiling. Then Salas steps in and says, thanks, I've got this. This time, Salas, you can see down at the bottom of your screen. So we might see a lob to the left side. Skip ball, Salas. Yeah, she nods to herself. That's a confidence shot. She kind of hesitated, but it's something I know she's been practicing. Okay, Enriquez has another opportunity. Let's judge the quality of this serve. It's poor. It creates another setup. Exactly what happened last time, TJ. Got the serve. It wasn't great, and suddenly she's playing defense.
Yes. Salas playing very tough in here.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a shooter. We know the intensity's going to be up. And any opportunity she gets, especially on that forehand, she's going to unload.
Yeah, I've never seen Samantha Salas walk into a court relaxed and casual.
Right. There are other players that I think do that just to sometimes stay calm, keep their nerves calm. Monty is one of those players to me. She walks on sometimes and she's not can be very casual about walking around the court and taking shots, and I think that keeps her very calm and steady. That's not Samantha. That's not Maria Jose Vargas. Skip ball. It's such a neat thing about racquetball too, how you can watch all these different players and they have all these different game styles and attitudes.
Oh yeah, they're all different. They're all unique. Nicely done, Samantha Salas. Again, you know, if you're judging that serve, it's just not good enough right now, to the point where I'd say you might want to think about lob serves, because everything's coming off the back wall.
Right.
Or at least go for the short serve. Something Samantha Salas is doing on her second serve, she's mixing up her lob serves to the left and right. Again, comes off the back wall, and again, Enriquez chasing the return. So as long as Salas's body or racket does not cross that line closest to her head, she's allowed to serve down that right side. She gets very, very close to it. Skip ball, Enriquez. Another timeout, TJ. I'm asking. Should you?
Yeah. I was looking. I can't see Nancy because of the ref. I was like, oh, did she take a timeout? I've heard a coach one time say you should never leave any unused timeout after when you come out from a game, come out from a match.
If things are not going in your favor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Soft hands from Enriquez in the middle of the court. Nicely done. Look at where Enriquez stands on her serve. Most people stand on that red line. She stands almost in the middle.
But takes a very short step, so no chance of a foot fault there. Four serving 11.
12.
Oh, I thought she said 11.
She did. We've got it wrong. It's 4-11. Okay, this is better. You can see she's tapping her racket. Samantha Salas is going to take a timeout. A little bit of momentum shift for Enriquez, and it was interesting when Enriquez took her timeout, she got on her phone and was listening to somebody. Clearly coaches are watching and providing some advice, and I know Samantha Salas was doing the same during that timeout. So we are here at the US Open. Over 700 competitors. It's been so much fun seeing competition all through these courts all week.
It has. I mean, there's so much excitement in this building alone for racquetball. It's just so much fun. These amateur players are playing, and then they stop and they watch some of the pros play, and they're having a good time. It's such a unique event like that. All levels, people from all over the place. Um, I don't know how many countries are represented this weekend, but a lot of players, both the men's and women's tours, are spotlighted here at the U.S. Open.
Of course, if you're interested in where the LPRT will be next, go to the website, lprtour.com, and you can see the full schedule. Next tournament will be in Chicago, followed by Maryland to round out the 2019 calendar year. After which there will be one in South Carolina. So 5 serving 11. Screen serve. Change up from Enriquez. Wow, that's a great shot and a little fist pump from Enriquez. She went to the lob serve after that screen serve and got the opportunity to strike one with her forehand. Enriquez really talking to herself. Oh my goodness. Enriquez did not check the receiver, and she should have. So when the receiver has their racket raised, it indicates they are not ready, and if the server serves, it's an automatic fault. Of course, there's some contention on that as when the receiver raises their racket. If Enriquez had checked Salas, and then Salas raises it after the server has checked the receiver is ready, then it would be the fault of Salas. Love it. I mentioned that early in game one, stepping in and hitting that. Enriquez did it, and the point is finished.
I mean, that's your being offensive from return of serve. It's an aggressive shot.
Yeah.
I like that.
Off-speed return from Salas. Right now, Salas is just playing within herself, not doing too much, working hard, making few mistakes, and it's Enriquez who seems to be making one or two more. Not that time, though.
Nice pass just out of Salas's reach.
You could see Enriquez really trying to pump herself up, really trying to motivate herself.
Short serve.
Enriquez certainly seems more comfortable on the forehand side.
12-7. No, service, service.
In our last tournament, LPRT by the Beach, Salas lost in the quarterfinals, and that was quite an upset as the number 2 seed. And in speaking with her afterwards, she took a vacation and certainly seems to have come back refreshed and ready to go.
Yes. She said in Virginia Beach she needed one. She was feeling kind of run down, had been working so hard because of the Pan Am Games over the summer, and she just said she needed a break.
Well, and a lot of these players, too, have either work or have businesses or something that provides them with another income, and that takes its toll, too.
Yeah, you don't think about that when you're watching them, and they're professionals and they're great players. But yeah, what goes on outside of the court sometimes is tough to leave outside of the court.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they bring family, players have deaths in the family, or like you said, businesses and work and kids that they also have to, care about.
Well, it's been a back and forth first game, but Salas has led primarily from the get-go, and she certainly is on her way to this first game. Timeout taken by Enriquez. I like it. We talked about taking those timeouts. We'll see if it works in her favor. Of course, coming up after this, Longoria, the world number 1. Shoulder heavily strapped yesterday, and I'm wondering how healthy Longoria is. And we'll see how she competes against Maciel Rivera, who has played extremely well the last few months and found herself in the semifinals for the first time in the Virginia tournament. Now here, a quarterfinalist at the U.S. Open with an opportunity to test herself against the world number 1.
Right. So here's 8 quarterfinal players that we've seen today, and are going to see one more match, and they're all international, no U.S. players right now. I mean, it says a lot to the growth of racquetball in Mexico and South America. I mean, it's just booming, and so much junior development there that's turning out these great pro players. It's something that the U.S. is working on and continuing to work on.
Yeah, we could certainly have a healthy discussion about the growth of racquetball around the world. And what we're seeing is, especially when we talked about this in an earlier match, the juniors coming up through the LPRT. Yes, there's some American players in there,
very talented American
but it's
players.
The Mejias and the Groves who are coming in and really making a statement. Oh, yes, Salas got that.
Oh, no, she skipped it. I'm sure she wants that one back.
Great athleticism again. She and Vargas are probably the 2 most athletic players on tour, and you can see why. Excellent serve from Enriquez. She finally got one in. It's been a good little comeback since her second and final timeout. And I like this serve. A little deeper might be better. That's unlucky. Ball gets caught in the right corner. Players have to realize that if the ball hits this sidewall on that lob serve, it's going to change the bounce and the speed dramatically. So it might be better not hitting this sidewall and just going straight. That sidewall can create some good bounces, but it can also make some very bad bounces. Salas. It wasn't a textbook backhand, but it did what it needed to.
Yes. Right location.
So game point number 1, Samantha Salas. Enriquez needs this side out. Goes without saying. She's done well to pull this back. What's point given? Let's take a little look at that replay, and you can see the avoidable hinder called on Enriquez gives Samantha Salas the point. Yep, good call from our official. So we'll take a break, thank a sponsor. We'll be back in just a minute for game number 2. Tiempo, says our official Alexander Herrera. Time in, Enriquez chasing game number 1 the entire time. She got close. She had the momentum, but Salas wrested it back and claimed the first game 15-10. Salas serving first. Short serve. Power from Salas. Wide angle. Short serve. Okay, here's the setup. Enriquez has to finish. Doesn't. and gets punished for it. And she looks back and shakes her head. She knows she should have done better. Ooh, that was really close.
Punto. Tres cero.
Salas has started the second game the way she finished the first. Soft hands from Enriquez. A little bit loose from Samantha Salas.
3-3.
Interesting. Nancy Enriquez is the only player that I've seen stand off that back line. I'm curious why. Obviously, she's comfortable there. And even in a second serve, you can see stands off that red line. That is a beautiful forehand splat winner. Can't do it better than this.
1-3.
1-3. 1-3.
Segundo servicio.
Lots of false serves for both these players. Salas raising her racket. She got a fault out of Enriquez in game one for that. Skip ball Salas. A free point for Enriquez. She'll take it.
2-3.
Almost there, Salas. Not quite. 3 points in a row for Enriquez.
3-3.
This is better from her.
Nueve. Viernes a cuenta. 3-3.
Salas not happy with the call and actually tells herself to calm down. You saw her hands coming out. Another loose serve from Enriquez. Look at how far that came off the back wall. Salas says, thanks very much. I'll take that side out.
3-3.
I love it. What a great decision from Enriquez. Really like how she steps up and finishes the point. This is very difficult to execute. It requires a lot of confidence. She did it very well. That's a good serve. She tried to do it again, but the ball was a lot higher this time. So it was harder. Wasn't able to put it away.
3-3.
Time and time again, Enriquez hits that backhand pinch winner off that serve.
Cuatro, tres.
First lead of the match, Enriquez. 4 serving 3. She's got that backhand pinch down when she's got her feet set. Timeout on the court taken by Salas. Enriquez leads 5-3. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Can Salas get back in the service box? We're through 2 matches already today. This is the third. We have 1 more singles coming up, Longoria, Rivera. And then we move into the double semifinals, Longoria, Salas, and Rivera and Laime. And we close it out with Mejia Herrera and Paria Enriquez. Hope you stick with us for those. There'll be some really good semifinals. Had some great tiebreakers yesterday. Here we go. Setup. Diving get from Enriquez. Too good from Salas. Good timeout from Salas. It got her the side out. That's what she needed. I asked before the timeout, could she get back in the service box? She can. Now can she get points? Skip ball, Enriquez. Not what she wanted. So 2 rallies won from that timeout. Skip ball, Salas. She thought it was good, looked back. The crowd said no. No argument from her. So let's see what Enriquez comes up with as a second serve. She's tried a variety of things. This looks like something down the left side. It's a good one. Oh, Samantha Salas. She'll want that one back. Nicely done, Enriquez. Changed her mind. It stayed high enough to come off the back wall. And then hits the winner. We're seeing a shift in momentum. She's got that pinch down. It seems to be her favorite shot right now.
8-4.
8-4. Tried to slide one down the right side. Not quite. Oh, Enriquez was there. Tried to dig it off the back
4-8.
glass. Not able to do so. Side out. Salas has won a lot of points off a good serve and loose return. Enriquez didn't put it down,
5.
wants it back, and you can see the expression. It was kind of a hesitant backhand. Just gonna step in and hit that solid.
5-8.
Salas get
Punto.
that? Wow, she got it. Not sure how, but she'll take it.
6-8.
6 serving 8. If you're just joining us, Samantha Salas won the first 15-10. Looking to advance to the semifinal, where she'll take on Argentine Maria Jose Vargas.
Punto.
Tiempo, says Nancy Enriquez. I think it's a good one. She still has the lead. It's 7 serving 8, but the momentum has shifted back to Samantha Salas. Well, thanks for joining us here at the US Open. So many players. You can always go to LPRT or LPRtour.com. Check out the schedule for the next tournaments on our schedule. Big draw here. Lots of qualifying, lots of competition. 1 or 2 upsets, it has to be said. And it's been fun seeing some of the juniors, or maybe some of the those who can't travel to many tournaments, come out and play in this and test each other on this court. One more match coming up. Rivera has certainly done very well over the last few months. She'll be taking on world number 1 Paula Longoria. Rivera has really shocked some people over the last few months, especially in Virginia, where she took out Samantha Salas to get to the semifinals, losing to eventual winner Vargas. So it should be an interesting match. Certainly hits with a lot of power, Maciel Rivera. So you'll see a lot of power on display, and then, of course, the consistency of Paula Longoria. Will say, though, I saw yesterday Longoria, her shoulders heavily taped. I don't think she's 100% healthy. We'll see how she fares against Rivera.
7-8.
So here we go, 7 serving 8. Good timeout, Enriquez.
8-7.
She's muttering to herself, Enriquez. She needs this serve. She's really struggled with it. And again, short. It's been either short or long, i.e. it's coming in, but coming off the back wall. She's only had 1 ace so far in this match. That's a really good Z.
Punto.
And it earns a point.
9-7.
7 serving 9. One of the questions I would love to ask Enriquez right now is, look, you got an ace from a drive Z to the forehand side. Why didn't you try it again? Why did you go back to something that hasn't been very successful so far in this match? Oh my, what a get. Oh, Enriquez. Salas. Oh my goodness. Enriquez doing everything she can to stay in that point. But ultimately, it's the number 2 who earns it. Nicely done, Samantha Salas. 3-shot rally. Started with a short Z. Created the setup. She took it beautifully. All of a sudden, we're all square at 9-9. The tension rises. Salas looks to take a place in the semifinal.
9-6.
Ooh, Enriquez gave up on that ball. I thought she could have got it.
10-9.
The pinch wasn't great. I thought it was gettable. Maybe Enriquez assumed that Salas would put it down. 10 serving 9. Oh, that's tough from Samantha Salas.
8-9.
Wow, Salas went for it. Gets another look.
Punto.
Good shot called. And then Enriquez looks to everyone in the back.
12-9.
Half say skip, half say good. One of those too close to call. So it looks like Enriquez is going to ask for line judges. We'll have to see if we can get some here in just a second. All right, we're back in play. It's funny how everyone is in the crowd, and as soon as they're asked to be a line judge, they suddenly, oh, I have to play, or I can't do it right now. I have to go eat lunch. Never a fun job line judging, but we appreciate those who step forward. And I'm not sure Enriquez really needed the line judges. I think it was more just a little bit of frustration with that call. Samantha Salas, she's been here before though. She leads 13-9, 2 points away from closing this out. Oh my gosh. Point given, that was really high. Well, was it going cross court to the back corner, or was it going too wide? I'd like another look. Yeah, it looked like it was going very wide. And I think if that had gone to the front wall, it would have hit the sidewall coming back into the middle. Well, call is upheld. Match point all of a sudden, 14-9. Just a little short. Enriquez, unfortunate. She gets hit and loses the point. Just a reminder, of course, we'll have an interview with the winner immediately following this match, so don't go anywhere. And there it is, just like that. It was so close in game two, and then the experience of Samantha Salas pulls things away. She takes it 15-10, 15-9. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll regroup here in a second as we interview Samantha Salas.
I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better. Racquetball and in life, they teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
All right, congratulations, Samantha, on another incredible win. I mean, you're just playing so tough right now. Good luck to you in the semifinals.
Thank you, TJ. It's a pleasure to be here playing in Minneapolis. I always play really, really well this tournament. I'm focused. I feel a lot of support from my sponsors, from Hagen Sportwear, Prokenex, Native Tech, Sport Healthy, Balue. There's a lot of support for me from Mexico and here, the company that I represent. Voy a hablar en español. Muchas gracias a mi mamá, a mi papá, a toda mi familia por ver mi partido. Gracias a mi entrenador Jan Correntería, porque siempre estuvo ahí apoyándome. Estamos en la semifinal. Es un gran orgullo para mí ser una mexicana en la semifinal del US Open. Y pues mañana vamos con todo. Muchas gracias.
And you will also see you a little bit later in the pro doubles semifinal. You are the reigning champions with partner Paola Longoria. So we'll look forward to watching you again this evening. All right. So good luck to you again in both singles and doubles. And I'm sure everybody at home will be watching.
Well, there you have it. Samantha Salas showing her guns as she advances to the semifinals. Again, she'll be playing later this evening at 4:10 p.m. It's scheduled in the semifinals of doubles. Coming up next, of course, Longoria, the world #1, will be taking on Rivera, who's always an emotional, feisty player, full of drama that should be. Hope you stick with us for that. We will reset the feed, and we'll be back in just a few moments for that match.